Okay, so about 2 months ago, I did a video about Eddie Dalton, the fake AI singer. And it's funny because I did the video, nothing against listening to AI music. The reason for me doing the video is because I was tricked, not that anyone was trying to trick me, but I was tricked to think that this guy was real because of the whole persona, the picture of him. They made it look like he was a real guy. And when I found out that he was fake, the entire thing was fake, the song didn't have the same meaning to me. And I did a video about it. And I can't believe how many people, most people agree with me, some people did not, which is totally fine. That's the great thing about YouTube, right? You can be open about your opinions to some extent. YouTube can block some stuff. And I had one guy I actually had to remove because the guy he insulted the crap out of me, called me names. I forgot what he even said, but he was so mad in the damn post. Anyway, he's the only guy I had to remove. I'm doing today's video on the same topic, not about Eddie Dalton, but really about some of these other things that a lot of people are putting in their house. And here's my thoughts on it. So if you said, hey, fill in the blank, right? I don't want to say the name because I don't want to activate your speaker. But if you say, hey, whatever, what's today's weather? It gives you the weather. What's the score in the Yankee game? Whatever it may be. You can do a search. Awesome. The thing I think that is not a good idea, and again, I know people are probably going to get on me for this, I don't think it's a good idea to give the speaker the thing that is nothing more than a machine, to give it sort of like a personality, like a human. It actually talks back to you. It'll say something. I was talking to the one by Prime, by Amazon, and I asked it something, and it gave me the answer, and then it went on and kept talking. So I said, hey, shut up, right? And the thing talked back to me. And it's done this before. You know, I'll say something, I'll say the name, hey, whatever, say something, it gives me the answer, and then I turn to somebody in the room and say something, and the speaker is talking to me. It's answering no. See, first of all, I think it should be just on the hey, and that's when it talks to you, and then at the end of that sentence, it should shut off. But this is proof positive that the damn thing is listening at all times, which we know it does, and supposedly they're not using any of the content that we speak about in our private homes for their own use, which is complete bullshit, because they are a marketing company. And if you want to know how people think and how they act, which comes out to be how they buy, how they make purchasing decisions, you want to know all the other stuff that they're talking about. They're trying to get in our heads every which way possible, and by bringing these speakers in our homes, we are bringing them into our homes and letting them hear complete personal conversations with the belief that we have nothing to hide, which again is also bullshit. I think everybody has something to hide. I don't mean legally, I just mean your personal conversations at your home, whatever they may be, are your personal conversations. And if you think that these companies are not tapping into all of that because they say they're not, I think that's a huge mistake. And again, getting back to what I was saying before, I don't think these machines should have a human touch to it where they're getting more and more like an actual person. Here's why I say this. Today, I think it's in Japan, and I'll see if I can find some pictures to throw here in the video. You know, they have these dolls. You can call them sex dolls, whatever you want to call them. Guys, and there's got to be women out there who do the same thing, but guys are getting these dolls that are looking more and more like real women. And they're unbelievably not like a real woman in the sense with, even when they have a personality, they're unbelievably docile. They're not a woman, but these guys are loving it. And if these things become so real, and they will get there, they will absolutely get there. What you can't tell the difference, people are going to be interacting with machines with this human feel that it's not real at all. It's just a bunch of circuits, a bunch of ones and zeros, and we're losing our community, the community of human conversation, human feelings. Already today there are so many people, all of us, including myself, we text so much more often than we do a phone call. I called someone the other day, like, dude, you calling me? I was like, yeah, just call to talk to you. today you have to text people, hey, you got a minute to talk. I think it's gotten a lot worse. Again, I know that a lot of us communicate now that we haven't communicated before. Because if you didn't text someone, maybe you didn't talk to them for 2 weeks, but you may have texted them every day. Nothing wrong with text. I do it all the time. But I do believe a lot of people are using it to replace conversation, human interaction. And I think taking these machines and making them very human-like, there are going to be people out there that are going to use these things as conversations. They get home from work and they're going to have a conversation with the machine rather than pick up the damn phone, call a family member, call a friend. They're going to have, and I really do think it's going to come to a point where for some people, for a lot of people, I think it's going to replace human interaction. And I just see that as not such a great thing. Now, you may disagree with me. Feel free to do so. Go ahead and put it in the comments. I'd love to hear you. Some of the people that disagreed with me on the first video, they really had great feedback of why. And again, totally respect. So if you want to say something great, if you want to call me a name or something, that's just plain stupid. I don't know. Anyway, that's the video I wanted to make today. And just keep it real, man. There's so many great people out there, probably some incredible people in your life. Reach out to them, send them a text, and then pick up the phone and call them. And go out, meet them face to face. Anyway, that's it. Take care.